3 simple tricks to start healing from retroactive jealousy, OCD. Today, welcome back to another video. My name is Matt, and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. Again, this video, I just want to share with you 3 simple tricks, mindsets that you can start doing right now, today, to allow you to start healing from retroactive jealousy, OCD. Again, these are 3 things you want to implement now, because I'm telling you, freedom from RJ OCD is the greatest thing ever. It's the greatest feeling in the world. You might have been stuck with this for a very, very long time. You might not even remember what it feels like to feel normal. And I'm telling you, it feels amazing. It feels amazing being someone that suffered for many, many years and overcoming it. It feels amazing. Life is amazing once you just break out of this. So we'll get to that in today's video. Before we do, though, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button, that will activate YouTube's algorithm and get the video out to more people that really need to see it. So I'd really, really appreciate it. And of course, before you go today, check out the links in the description below. I have a free mini ebook I'm giving away right now. If you've not already downloaded your copy of that Retroactive Jealousy ebook, check that out. I also have my courses open for enrollment. Any course you enroll in, I'll give you my email address absolutely free for 30 days. If you want to bundle all my courses and enroll in my master course, I'll give you 90 days of free email coaching. So check that out before you go today. I'd love to personally help you overcome this once and for all. You're absolutely 100% capable of doing it. Okay, you ready? The first one, the first trick to start healing from retroactive jealousy, OCD, is to understand that you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. That's an awakening experience when you realize that you are not your thoughts, okay? You are someone who can feel the emotion behind the thoughts. You are someone who is aware of them, but you are not them. You are not them, right? You're the awareness behind them. I am feeling this right now, okay? I am feeling this. I am not this. I'm feeling it. You're aware of the feeling, right? You need to start creating that separation between you and the thoughts. And when you start creating the separation, understand you are not your thoughts. You don't have to follow your thoughts. You don't have to take your thoughts seriously. You are merely in awareness behind the thoughts. You start creating that separation and you start healing. You start getting better and better and better. Think about the thoughts as like goldfish in a fish tank, and you are the water in the fish tank, right? You are there, you're the awareness around the thoughts, but you are not the thoughts. Or think about the clouds in the sky. The clouds are the thoughts, but you are the sky, right? You're that almost backdrop almost. You're again, aware of what's happening. You're aware. You can feel the emotion that comes up, but you do not have to act on that. And literally understanding that key, just simple, will be absolutely life-changing when you know you are not them. You are separate from them. A lot of good reading material. Eckhart Tolle, David Hawkins is also really good with that. Just becoming more mindful. Teachings from like Buddha, also very powerful when it comes to this transformation, when you understand you are not your thoughts. The second trick to start healing is to understand that you should not act on these thoughts, okay? Because this is where the OCD comes in. This is the compulsive part of the OCD. When we start acting on these thoughts, these are compulsive behaviors. And with OCD, the more we do compulsive behaviors, the worse we get. That cannot be more true, okay? And you can talk to any therapist, go on any OCD website, and they will tell you the only way to overcome OCD is to not do the compulsive behaviors. And so we need to stop acting on these thoughts. So when these thoughts come up, we feel the urge to have to explore the thought, to have to rationalize it. Well, my partner did this. Why did they do this? What happened? What did it look like? We play the mental movies in our head. Well, how many times did this happen? We get curious. We do all these things. By doing this, by ruminating with these thoughts, digging down deep in these thoughts, diving down the rabbit hole, that is a compulsive behavior. We're telling our brain in this moment, this is wrong, this is bad, I have to think this through, this is very, very dangerous. And the more we're telling our brain that this is dangerous, the more our brain is going, okay, this is dangerous. I'm going to send you more adrenaline next time you think these thoughts. I'm going to send you more anxiety next time you think these thoughts. And it keeps building up more and more and more and more and more. Now, same thing with asking questions. It's very easy to say, I need to feel better, so I need to ask my partner a question. Did this happen? How many times did this happen? What did you guys do together? What blah, 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 blah. Was I better at this than them? All these questions, again, are compulsive behaviors. They're not going to make you feel any better. They're going to make you feel worse. No matter what answer you get, you might feel a temporary relief, and then your brain's going to flood you with more adrenaline because you've told your brain that this is dangerous, that I'm going to die, that I need you to send more adrenaline, more adrenaline, more adrenaline. And again, we need to do just the opposite, because when we don't do the compulsive behaviors, when we don't explore the thoughts, when we don't ask the questions, when we don't do the social media stalking, when we don't do all that stuff, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, we're sitting with a little bit of unknown a little bit, but we're telling our brain at that point that there is no danger here. You're sending me these thoughts, you're sending me these emotional responses, but I'm not doing anything about it. I'm here. I'm fine. I'm breathing. I didn't ask questions. I didn't explore the thoughts. I didn't do anything externally. I didn't do anything. And so your brain looks at that and goes, wow, okay, I've been sending all this adrenaline into Matt's body when he's thought these thoughts, but he's not doing anything. So therefore, he's not in any danger. He's not going to die. So I need to stop sending so much adrenaline when these thoughts come up. There's no reason for it. And with enough repetition, your brain stops sending the adrenaline. It's that simple process. It's like exposing yourself to any fear. Your brain stops sending adrenaline into your body once it realizes that you've exposed yourself to a fear, nothing's happened, and again, you get more and more comfortable. And that could be with anything. That can be, going up in a high place if you're afraid of heights. The first time you go up there, it's very scary. There's a lot of adrenaline. But what if you went up on this high place 60 days in a row or 90 days in a row? Yeah, it's not going to bother you as much, right? You're going to get over that. Same thing with like swimming, jumping in the water or something like that. What happens after you've done it many, many times? You're not afraid of it anymore. Your brain says, oh, Matt is safe. Oh, they are safe. We don't need to send all this adrenaline. That's really what it comes down to with these compulsive behaviors, is telling your brain, I'm in no danger. I'm okay. I'm going to be all right. And your brain will follow through. And again, it's not the thoughts that bother us. It's the emotional attachment response to the thought that bothers us. It's the adrenaline that bothers us. So when the adrenaline is gone, we become free. The thoughts will stop coming. And the third simple trick to start healing from retroactive jealousy OCD is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Again, we're going to experience a lot of discomfort when we start really putting all this to the test, when we realize we're not our thoughts, when we're separating ourselves from our thoughts and our reaction to the thoughts, when we're not doing the compulsive behaviors. We're going to feel the need to want to do the compulsive behaviors, that we have to do them, that, that feeling is discomfort. We have to start getting comfortable feeling that way, okay? The only reason something is uncomfortable is because we're judging it and labeling it as uncomfortable, as wrong. We get the feeling inside of us, and we say, nope, that's not good. I shouldn't feel this way. This is a bad emotion, right? And so now we're telling ourselves and telling our brain, so our brain is releasing more adrenaline into our system, more anxiety into our system, because we're basically telling our brain that we are in danger, that something's wrong. If we start stripping all that away and we don't judge the feeling as right or wrong, we just accept that we're feeling this way, take a breath, understand that it's only a feeling, and that's it. We start to overcome this. We really start to overcome this. It's Neil Donald Walsh who says, I'm not really sure feeling, or the what if feeling, or the feeling, that emotion. It means something good. He turns the emotion on its head. He says the I'm not really sure feeling means I'm absolutely sure. It means that discomfort feeling means his whole body is vibrating to a response that means, yes, I'm doing correct. I'm doing what I should be doing. This is how it should feel. I'm doing all right. I can do this. And when you flip the emotion on its head like that, you'll notice that it loses its effect over you, because you no longer resist it. You no longer resist feeling bad, quote unquote. You no longer resist feeling discomfort. And so you start getting comfortable with it. You start feeling okay with it. And once you don't resist it, the emotion dissipates. The old emotion burns up. We become free. So that's very important, that when you're overcoming retroactive jealousy OCD, that you're going to need to start being comfortable, being uncomfortable. That's just how it's going to be for a little bit. But nothing else. Nothing's going to kill you. Nothing bad's going to happen. You're just going to feel a little discomfort for a little bit. maybe a lot of discomfort for a little bit, but it's nothing you cannot handle. It's nothing you cannot continue to push on through your day and do the things you're inspired to do and want to do. You're still more than capable of doing that, even with the anxiety there, even with the discomfort there. You're still capable of doing that. So that's something you absolutely have to keep in mind. These 3 tips will allow you to overcome this when you realize you're not your thoughts. You are just simply the awareness behind your thoughts. When you do not do the compulsive behaviors, when you don't act on the thoughts, you realize, you start telling your brain that there's no danger here. You start to release the attachment to these thoughts and to these emotions. You start becoming free. And when you're just comfortable being uncomfortable for a little bit, for just a little bit, you're no longer resisting the feelings anymore. You're no longer saying this is wrong, this is bad, I shouldn't feel this way. You're getting better and better and better. And pretty soon, that old emotion dissipates. And these thoughts can come and they will go. You won't have any emotional attachment to them. And guess what? A thought that comes with no emotional attachment doesn't bother us. And pretty soon the thoughts stop coming. Our attention goes to other things. Our brain's not focused on something that's not dangerous, that's not interesting to us. And that's exactly what happens when we put in these steps. Of course, if you want some more help in overcoming retroactive jealousy OCD, check out the links in the description below before you go. Sign up for any of my courses. I'll give you my personal email address absolutely free. Help you overcome this thing once and for all. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. See you in the next video.